Hi friend, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here today. I have a beautiful pattern to show you called Cirro-Velum by Janica Carter. Cirro-Velum is a horizontal sheet of high cloud, and I really feel that the wispy, ethereal nature of this pattern really speaks to their essence. The colors of this pattern really remind me of a beautiful fading sunset when the clouds are turning pink and silvery and the world starts to dim a little bit. I just love that time of day. It's so calm and peaceful. It starts with these beautiful pinks and then slowly shifts into this gorgeous silver, and then it merges back into pink on the other end, just like a gorgeous sunset sky. This is a fairly simple pattern. It's for the adventurous beginner. It is just a 4-row repeat with I-cord edges. I love this pattern because it is an easy to work rectangle, so it's super simple, and it's got these little slits for armholes, and the cool thing is the pattern actually gives you different instructions for moving the positioning of the armholes if you would like to. To make this beautiful pattern, we used our Serene Hues Oasis Camel Silk Fingering Weight Yarn. It is a gorgeous blend of soft camel fibers and draping, shimmering mulberry silk. So you get a beautiful, ephemeral, ethereal feel to your piece, which really mimics the soft, wispy clouds in the sky. Now, I would love to show you how to work the repeating stitch pattern for this design. It is a simple 4-row repeat with I-cord edges. And if you would love to follow along, you can download the pattern at ExpressionFiberArts.com, and we'll also put the direct link in the description for you. Oh, and real quick, before we get into the stitch pattern, the setup for this pattern, which is Judy's Magic Cast On, an I-cord cast on, etc., is actually in another pattern that we have already filmed. So we will link below to that if you would like to check that out. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in with row 1. Alrighty, row 1 is a very simple, easy row. You're just simply going to knit every stitch all the way across your row. And I'm doing just a small swatch today. You're obviously gonna have a whole lot more stitches than I do. So just work all the way across your row, working just knit stitches. Now let's go ahead and work row 2. Row 2 is super fun. You're going to slip 3 stitches with your yarn in front. So bring that yarn to the front, slip 1 purlwise, slip another 1 purlwise, and then slip the 3rd one. Now we're going to move that yarn to the back and knit 1, slip 1 with yarn in back. We're always slipping purlwise, and you're going to repeat that across till you have 4 stitches left. Knit 1, slip 1 with yarn in back, continue repeating that across, and when you have 4 stitches, you're going to knit 1, then bring your yarn to the front and slip those last 3 stitches with your yarn in the front. And it should look like this. Row 3 is very simple. We're just gonna knit all the stitches. Now for row 3, this is another easy row. We're just going to knit every stitch across our row. And you will notice your beginning yarn did not start at the end of your row. And that's actually what's going to pull this edge around, making your little I-cord edges. That's why you're slipping your stitches on the even numbered rows. It makes a really cool technique. So just knit all the way across that row, and there you go. And finally, to finish up this stitch pattern, let me show you how to work row 4. Row 4, you're going to bring your yarn to the front and slip the first 3 stitches. Now you're going to move your yarn to the back, and you're going to slip 1 with yarn in back, knit 1, and repeat that across till you have 4 stitches. Slip 1 with yarn in back, knit 1, and when you get down to 4 stitches, you're going to slip 1 with yarn in back, bring the yarn to the front, and slip the final 3 stitches with the yarn in front. And it should look like this. So that is going to make up the body of your pattern. Once you are nearly finished and you're ready to bind off, you're going to work these 2 simple steps. To work the I-cord bind off, you're going to start with step 1, which is knit 3. 1, 2, 3. Step 2, you're going to slip 3 stitches back to your left needle. 1, 2, 3. You're going to knit 2. 1, 2. Then you're going to knit 2 together through the back loop. So reach through the back loops of the next 2 stitches and knit them together. Then you're going to continue repeating step 2 over and over. So let's do that again. Slip 3 stitches back to your left needle. 2, 3. Knit 2. 1, 2. And then knit 2 stitches together through the back loop. Let's do it again. Slip 3 stitches back onto your left needle. Knit 2. Then you're going to knit 2 together through the back loop. And you're going to continue repeating this until you have 3 stitches on each needle. So let's go ahead and keep working that. You're going to work that all the way across. Knit 2. Knit 2 together through the back loop. All right, again, slip 3 stitches back to your left needle, and you'll get in the groove of this as you go along and you'll memorize it really quickly. Knit 2. Knit 2 together through the back loop. And now we have 3 stitches on each needle. You're going to repeat those 2 steps until you have just 3 stitches left on each needle, and then you're going to use Kitchener stitch to graft your stitches together. Now we're going to go ahead and cut our tail so that we can then use Kitchener stitch to graft those stitches together. Go ahead and hold your needles like so, and you're going to thread your tail onto a darning needle. And then here's what you're going to do. You're going to begin by threading your darning needle through the front stitch as if to purl, but don't pull that stitch off of your needle. Next, you're going to thread your darning needle through the back needle as if to knit, also leaving it on your needle, like so. Now, on the front needle, use the tapestry needle to go through the first stitch as if to knit, like so. And this time you're going to actually pull the stitch off of that needle. So go ahead and plop it off and pull that up. Now, still on this front needle, you're going to use your tapestry needle to go through this new first stitch as if to purl, and you are going to leave that on your needle. Now let's go ahead and hop to the back and use your needle to go through the first stitch as if to purl, and you are going to drop that off of your needle, pulling that yarn up and through like so. Still on the back, you're going to use your needle to go through this new first stitch as if to knit, and you are going to leave it on your needle. And you're going to continue repeating that across your row. All right, then you're going to hop to the front and you're going to use your needle to go through the first stitch as if to knit, and this time you are going to pull it off of the needle. Now, still on the front, use your needle to go through the next stitch as if to purl, and go ahead and leave that on the needle. Now, jump to the back and go through the first stitch as if to purl, and you will let that slide off the needle. And then still on the back, you're going to use your needle to go through the next stitch as if to knit, and you are going to leave that on your needle. And then to finish off, when you get to the very end, you are going to use your needle to go through the first stitch as if to knit, and go ahead and slide that off. And then jump to the back, and you're going to use your needle to go through as if to purl, and then you're going to slide that off. And you will have grafted your stitches together. And there you have it, my friend, a lovely wearable piece that will hopefully become a wardrobe staple for you. I hope that you absolutely loved it and that you have a wonderful day, and I am going to see you in our next video. Bye for now. Cirro-Velum is a
horizontal sheet of high cloud.
I forgot the word again.
Captured.
I can't remember all these words. To show off to you today, it is called Cirro-Velum. Cirro-Velum? Did I say it right? Ethereal nature of this pattern really so that is going to make up the bulk of your shawl. What did I say? Thank you for watching. I hope you have a marvelous day, and be sure to check out our next, I can't remember what I said. Ta-ta for now.